Dear students, welcome once again to Army Public School PMA Resource Network. Before we start today's lesson, please subscribe this page and click on the bell icon. My dear students, this is week 11, English Language, Chapter 4, Celebrations, Lesson 5, Horrid Henry's Birthday Party. Dear students, at the end of today's session of language, we will be trying hard to be in position, listen to and read a story, plan a party and talk about inviting friends, to read for information, to use descriptive words. My dear students, now we are starting the reading portion of our lecture in which we have to read the text as per standard pronunciation and discipline. Here we have to see and note the actual and contextual meanings of difficult words as well. Horrid Henry's birthday party. Horrid Henry sat in his fort, holding a pad of paper. On the front cover, in big capital letters, Henry wrote Henry's party plans, top secret. At the top of the first page, Henry had written guests. A long list followed. Then Henry stared at the names and chewed his pencil. Actually, I don't want Margaret, thought Henry. Too moody. He crossed out Moody Margaret's name, and I definitely don't want Sawson too crabby. Horrid Henry sat in his fort. He was holding a writing pad and was thinking about his birthday party. He wanted to write down the names of his friends to whom he will invite on his birthday. He wrote Henry party plans top secret on the front page of his writing pad. He has a long list of friends. He stared the names and chewed his pencil. Actually, Henry doesn't want to invite Margaret because she is too moody. And also, he doesn't want to invite Sawson because Henry thought that Sawson is so crabby means bad tempered or ill tempered. So he crossed these two names from the list. In fact, I don't want any girls at all, thought Henry. He crossed out clever Claire and lazy Linda. Then there was anxious Andrew. No, thought Henry, crossing him off, he's no fun. Toby was possible, but Henry didn't really like him. Out went tough Toby. William. No way, thought Henry. He will be crying the second he gets zapped. Out went weepy William. In fact, Henry doesn't want to invite even a single girl in his party, so he crossed two other names from the list, and those were Clever Claire and Lazy Linda. Then he saw another name, and that was Anxious Andrew. The reason that Henry thought that he will not enjoy with Andrew and crossing him off from his list. The next name was Toby, but he also crossed his name because he didn't like him. Now William, no way. Henry thought that he will not invite William because he has unconvincing nature who always disagrees and objects whatever happens to him. Rolf. Henry considered Rolf would be good because he was sure to get into trouble. On the other hand, he hadn't invited Henry to his party. Rude Rolf was struck off. So were Babbling Bob, Jolly Josh, Greedy Graham, and Dizzy Dave, and absolutely no way was Peter coming anywhere near him on his birthday. Oh, that was better. No horrid kids would be coming to his party. There was only one problem. Every single name was crossed off. No guests meant no present. Now, what about Rolf? First, Henry considered Rolf and he crossed his name also because Rolf didn't invite Henry on his birthday. So, Rude Rolf was struck off. So, one by one, some other names were crossed, and those were Babbling Bob, Jolly Josh, Greedy Graham, and Dizzy Dave. Henry was thinking about Peter, his brother. Henry even doesn't want to invite his brother in his party. After crossing all the names from the list, there was only one problem, and that was no guests, no presents. So Henry was worried about this issue. Okay, students, in this slide we will do an interesting activity. As we have read some names in our text, just like clever, Claire, lazy, Linda. So there were some other interesting adjectives described with the name of each child. So let's match the adjectives with their suitable meanings. Clever means intelligent, moody means bad-tempered, tough means strong, jolly means good humor, lazy means not hardworking, anxious means worried or nervous, VP means someone who cries a lot, rude means not polite. Success criteria. Listen to and read a story to answer the questions. Make predictions and give opinions. Remember to note the adjectives used with every name. Write the meanings of the adjectives. Now this is the time of your home assignment. Listen the text carefully, then write the answer of the question given on page 60 of Learner's Book. The next task is to solve exercise 1 vocabulary puzzle on page 40 of activity book. You have to do that work on activity book with the use of pencil. The third task is to complete sentences given on page 40 of the activity book with the help of the words given in exercise 1 on the same page. Do it carefully on loose sheets and send it to me through AIS or our mailing address. Dear students, this is week 13, English language, unit 5, famous people, lesson 3, a presentation about famous person. So our learning objectives are to know and speak about famous people and make a presentation, give opinion, write about their favorite person, to know about simple past tense, to make sentences about simple past. My dear students, now we are starting the reading portion of our lecture in which we have to read the text as per standard pronunciation and discipline. Jane Goodall's presentation. For my presentation, I'm going to talk about Jane Goodall because I think she is a nice woman who has led a nice life. She was born in London on 3rd April 1934 and lived between London and the nice town of Bournemouth. by the sea. When Jan was a child, she liked watching the animals and birds in her garden. But she dreamed of traveling to Africa to observe nice animals in their natural habitat. Jen became famous for her nice work as an expert on the behavior of chimpanzees in Tanzania. Dear students, as we have read about Jane Goodall, that she is an expert on wild chimpanzees, recognized for her groundbreaking discoveries about their behavior. So as you see in previous slide, the word nice is used for Jane many times. Now we have some other adjectives which can replace the word nice and it will make sentence more interesting. The words in the box are beautiful, remarkable, amazing, exotic, extraordinary. I think she is a remarkable woman who has led an extraordinary life. She was born in London on 3rd April 1934 and lived between London and the beautiful town of Bournemouth by the sea. But she dreamed of traveling to Africa to observe exotic animals in their natural habitat. Jen became famous for her amazing work as an expert on the behavior of chimpanzees in Tanzania. Okay, students, in this slide we are going to talk about simple past tense. What is simple past tense? The simple past is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that happened or existed before now. It is used to indicate an action completed in the past, often occurs with adverbs or adverb of phrases of past time. For example, I washed my hands. It is also used for past habits. For example, she always walked in the morning. In this slide, we are going to know formation of simple past tense. My dear students, if you want to make a positive statement of simple past, so the structure is subject plus second form of verb. In negative statement, the structure is subject plus didn't plus first form of verb. And in interrogative or question statements, the structure is did plus subject plus first form of verb. My dear students, keep in your mind for negative and interrogative statements, we use first form of verb, and in positive statement, we use second form of verb in simple past tense. For your better understanding, I have given examples of simple past tense with different verbs or actions. I walked. This is a positive statement. So negative statement is for the same sentence is I didn't walk, and for interrogative it is did I walk? The next statement is we went. We didn't go. Did we go? Let's move towards next sentence. You visited. You didn't visit. Did you visit? Look students, in which sentence we add did or didn't, we use first form of verb. The next sentence is they laugh. They didn't laugh. Did they laugh? The next is he smiled. He didn't smile. Did he smile? And the last is she sat. She didn't sit. Did she sit? Success criteria. Read and comprehend the text to answer the question. Change the present form of the verb into simple past. Complete the sentences by using past form of the verbs. The homework of this session is to make sentences of each of the following types of simple past tense. You have to make positive, negative, and interrogative or question statements. Be careful about the structure and the type of statement which are asking and also the form of the verbs. Do it on loose sheets and send it to me through AIS or our mailing address. Have a nice day. Goodbye.